Good morning, John. It's Monday, November 12th. Today is an important day! No, it isn't. It's not an important day at all. And I don't know what to talk about. I have a kitty, though. It's a kitty. Transfixed. I could walk you through what has been done so far in the scavenger hunt. I'm only able to concisely convey this because of the hard work of PK Iverson in my pants. Clue 1 was pretty simple. John hid a dollar bill that had words on it at a Subway in Indianapolis. The words were all anagrams of the first of many, which it has turned out to be. Clue number 2 was under a rock in Englewood, Florida. Someone drove a very long time to get to this one, and I would like to thank them for not letting it just sit there under that rock. That would have been kind of a sad end to the scavenger hunt. You nerdfighters figured out that the phrase on the $1 bill, Harry Potter fan, anagrammed to the 4-part harmony, which led them to a video in which I perform a 4-part harmony with 3 of my friends. The song is called Will You Miss Me When I'm Gone From Your Pants. That video on YouTube had a comment from NeverFTBA. NeverFTBA had a video posted on his account of the Yeti talking about where the next clue was hidden, which is on the 9th floor of a hotel on top of a soda machine. And somebody went and found it. That note was to Kurt P. Peter. If you say it fast, it's Kurt P. Peter. And the note had an anagram on it. Add Wheezy Weirdos, which anagrams to Why Do We Adore Zay. The next clue showed up in one of my videos in which I gave you 5 anagrams. Those phrases anagrammed to Seattleites. Harrison sleeps on Capitol Hill. Under left shoulder, you'll find a bill. Which led some Seattle nerdfighters to the next clue. A dollar bill under the shoulder of a statue of a sleeping homeless man, which contained nothing more than the phrase BARF event. BARF event does anagram to NeverFTBA, but instead of anagramming it, the clever nerdfighters went to youtube.com/BARF event and found the next clue, which was in fact a collection of 1s and 0s that when converted from binary translates to a headless cash bus. Which of course is an anagram. That translates to, because he had class. The next clue is so extremely complicated and cool that I can't even explain it to you. You'll have to go to the thread that I've posted in one of these places and look for clue number 6. Clue number 6 was so, God, it blew my mind! And that crazy clue led nerdfighters to find another clue taped to the bottom of a DHL box in Santa Monica, California. That clue contained a random string of letters, which nerdfighters then discovered was actually a blog at blogspot.com. That blog had a summary of scavenger hunt events and a new clue. That clue was 24.1.2.19. What the heck could that mean? Well, somebody figured it out. In the first month of Brotherhood 2.0, on the 24th day, at time signature 219, John discusses a book. That book is The Second Coming by Walter Percy. In that video, John also talks about how he was visiting store managers from the Borders bookstore chain. With another deftly left hint, John indicates a Borders bookstore in Chicago near a water tower. Nerdfighters found a dollar bill inside The Second Coming by Walter Percy in that Borders in Chicago. On that dollar bill was an uncomfortably difficult mathematical equation that, when solved, gave the answer 366. Now what does that mean? And finally, for the most recent clue, this weekend I left a post in the Brotherhood2.com forum with the title, "The Clue is Hidden at Brotherhood2.com." Clever nerdfighters took very little time realizing that the clue was, in fact, hidden at Brotherhood2.com, emailed that email address, and any nerdfighter who emails hidden at Brotherhood2.com receives an email with a URL in it, and that URL contains a scan of a dollar bill. And that dollar bill contained an anagram. That anagrams to, but what is class? And now we've got you caught up! But what's the next clue? Well, it's another internet-only clue. So everybody can start trying to find it right now! That clue is... You didn't think it was gonna be that easy, did you? If you look for it, you'll find it. John, I'll see you tomorrow.